Welcome back. Calvin McCullough, glad to have you with us. My next guest has been with us on a couple of occasions in the year 2023, but because you know I like to delve into wellness and how I can help facilitate for you a better plan to stay well, particularly in the new year, I thought it'd be fun to have her back right here towards the beginning of 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome back Dr. Laura Purdy of America's Favorite Doctor. Hello, Laura.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Happy New Year. I'm embarrassed to say we're almost halfway through January.
Isn't that crazy?
I don't know how that happened.
Where'd the month go? Like, I was thinking that this week, actually. Well, let's start there for a second, because when I bring you on, I'm kind of the patient representing everybody that's listening. I felt like 2023 was a shotgun blast that just never let up. And specifically when we got to the holidays, I've got 3 young'uns under 13. We like to put the lights up. We like to watch Christmas movies. We like to go slow. And I blinked and the tree was down, and I still haven't taken my lights down on the outside, much to the chagrin of my bride. But where did the whole year go? And how healthy is that if we're just like, and it's done?
Where did the year go? Well, that's 2 questions, right? Number one, where did the year go? Where did the year go? I feel like ask my attorney if you want to know where the year if you want to know, ask one of my 5 attorneys if you want to know where the year went. Okay. But is it healthy for it to go that fast? Well, you know what? It can be unhealthy for the year to pass that quickly, because when things are moving so fast, it can be hard to take care. Hi, you know what my New Year's, I'm going to tell you a secret. What are my New Year's resolutions for this year? To eat, to sleep, to have personal daily hygiene.
Drink some water, I'm assuming.
And some water yeah, just basic needs, right? Because I feel like for me, when things are moving that fast and we're spending our lives just reacting to all of it. Work, kids, like just react. It can be hard to do those things, but if we don't take care of the one body, you get one, right? Like, this is it. I got this one. And this one's probably at least halfway done, right?
Yeah.
So we have to take care of ourselves. And if we don't, then we can't do anything else that we're being asked to do.
Well, this was kind of punched home for me just before the formal Christmas holiday, because one of my people that I work with, he's one of my advertisers, but he lives in another part of the country, called and said, or no, I had not heard from him and I needed to touch base with him. And I said, hey, what's going on? And he goes, hey, sorry, I gotten back to you. I'm at the hospital. I had a heart attack. I should be going home tomorrow. I'm feeling better, and he's not that much older than me, like just a couple of 3 years. And so I was like, wow, I've entered that stage now where I need to be paying attention to things. And just last week I was following up with him and he was saying, he goes, medications will probably be a part of my life now permanently, because I didn't take care of things on an earlier basis and the stress level was too much. And that's what you're talking about, right? That if we're all guns blazing all the time, there's no time to exhale and to even do the evaluation of, am I in the kind of physical condition that I want to be by, the middle of the year?
We have to. I mean, slowing down, how ironic does it sound, or contradictory to say slow down in the midst of the chaos? But I do find that we can be more productive, right? Like, you can be more productive because by taking care of your body, by taking care of your family, of your time, of whatever that means for you, right? Because it means different things for different people,
right.
But not neglecting those basic needs, right? It really causes you to run on very low resources, and that's what degrades away at our wellness, I think.
Yeah.
Slow down.
If you're just joining us, she's Dr. Laura Purdy. Her organization is called America's Favorite Doctor, and she does a great job in a field that is still relatively new, even though it's been around. I mean, I remember hearing about the word telemedicine I think back in the 1990s initially, where doctors were, you could call somewhere and literally use a telephone to get some diagnosis. But you guys have taken it to a whole nother level. Laura, for people that have not been with us the last couple of times you've been on, just explain how it works.
Sure. Well, it works a lot like you would think that it works. So you are in a different physical location from your doctor. And caveat of this is for like not that serious things, like the everyday illnesses that you used to have to drop everything and spend your whole day at the doctor's office and take your kids out of school. That's the type of stuff we're talking about. This is not like hospital emergency. Like, please leave that.
Right.
But for those low-level things, instead of disrupting your daily life and taking you away from your responsibilities for the day, telemedicine allows you to keep moving with your life, but then get yourself taken care of. Because that's actually what I think most people did before, is they would say, I can't, or I don't have time, and they would just go. So you can actually use your phone. You can actually use your phone to text and pictures. We can call, we can video, and by discussing and learning about your symptoms that way, we can either help you get a prescription, or we can help you, get a lab. And now we're starting to develop relationships with people all across the country who have real clinics. And what I mean when I say real is like with doors that you can walk into.
The brick and mortar, right?
Brick and mortar clinics where you can get some in-person services too, but at the same quality and level of service that you would get in our online clinic, you can get in person too. So
I want to talk about that phenomenon, because you mentioned a couple of times there about losing a whole day to go to the doctor. And I know specifically for me that there have been times when I have specifically said, I don't have time to get to the doctor today. I know that I've got a little bit of bronchitis or whatever. I'm just going to tough it out. I'm going to take some extra vitamin C. I'm going to do whatever, like my little homeopathic thing. And then many times in the past, I would end up having to break down and spend a day at the doctor anyway, because I didn't do what was necessary to really fix the problem. So in that regard, this has got to be an asset for people to be able to say, I get to reclaim time, which for me is more valuable than money these days. Time is more meaningful to me, because my kids are only going to be the age that they're at now for so long. I've only got so many hours in the day. I've got to prioritize everything I do. But to be able to do that, and simultaneously to telemedicine's rise, you've seen the emergence of the urgent care clinic kind of across the country, where people say, I don't have time to schedule an appointment at the doctor. I'm just going to drop in at the urgent care. Is this for more or less the world that we're stuck with in the days to come? Are we not going to have like primary care physicians anymore?
We will have primary care physicians, but I do think that we need to be reimagining what that means. Just like imagine back in the day when we started using credit cards and debit cards and moved away from just checks and money. There were probably people at that time who said, are we going to use banks anymore? Right? Like, would we even? But the answer is yes. I think there's room. What the technology and what the innovation allows us to do is be better stewards of our resources. We're still going to have things we're going to have to go do in person, but we can start to divide it a little bit better and say, this is what we do in person, this is what we do online, and this is how we do more with what we have, rather than trying to create more.
Ready or not, we'll be right back.